another new adventure. This time, it's slightly different. I've never flown overseas for a work trip, but I think this destination is perfect for a first. Possibly the shortest flight out from Singapore, about an hour to our dear neighbour. And this is where my journey begins. I hopped on a transfer from the airport and stayed a night at the Saujana resort. The next morning I got some breakfast and you've seen the thumbnail, I'm here with Porsche. Winston was giving us a briefing on the whole trip, they gave us our groupings, and here it is, the Porsche Cayenne. "21 years after its debut, the Cayenne is one of the mainstays of Porsche. It's one of the most desirable luxury SUVs out there. The new one? No different. You've got the Matrix headlights which look modern, and Porsche claims it's twice as bright compared to previous systems. The extended taillight is one of my favourite things about the Cayenne. It just looks really good. The sculpted lines on the hood draws your eyes to the Porsche crest in the middle. But I think my only gripe about the front is the cruise control sensor right in the middle. It can be a bit distracting if you look at it closely, but you enjoy that feature. And your friends are still drooling at the fact that you have a beautiful Porsche Cayenne. They're not gonna notice it. Something else that you might miss is that these are 20-inch wheels. That really shows how big the Cayenne is. And to power this big luxury SUV, we've got a 3-litre turbocharged V6 engine, 0 to 100, 5.6 seconds. How much torque? 500 Newton meters. I was grouped with two local journalists. We've got our Apple CarPlay connected and we headed off for the Great Escape. I'm just gonna say it again, the Porsche Cayenne looks amazing. It's got that commanding stance. If that's not enough, a convoy brings it through the roof. Did somebody say roof? And we are at our first location. As you can see, the Cayennes are parked here and the location is amazing. It looks super good here. The theme for the trip is the Great Escape. They have set up quite a booth over there. They've got food, they've got snacks, they've even got something for you to sleep, and it can hold up to 180 or 190 kg, so it's perfect for two. So if you're looking for a getaway, the Cayenne does it well. You can actually mount this roof tent on other Porsches, 911s, Macans, and the list goes on. As mentioned before, the roof tent can hold up to 190 kg when paired with the Cayenne because it has the roof rails. You're looking at 140 kg if you don't have the roof rails. When you've got the roof tent mounted, do note that the recommended top speed is 130 km per hour. But if you're in Singapore, you should be well below that. We continued with our Great Escape and we were heading to our resort in Ipoh. I was seated at the back and the ride felt good. I am 180 cm and there was sufficient leg and headroom. There are USB-C ports, independent climate controls. To top it off, the music sounded good through the Bose surround sound system. There are different trims you can go for. There's the all-black one, but my personal choice would be the two-tone, black and red. Now that's luxury. Things get really interesting when you're in the driver's seat. First off, that steering wheel. You've got paddle shifters and a knob to switch driving modes. The 911 will be proud of this one. The Cayenne has gone all digital with the instrument cluster. Usually the tachometer is right in the middle for Porsches, but you can switch it to whatever you want now. The infotainment is a 12.6-inch screen which has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And above that is the Sports Chrono package, another nod to the 911. The center console has clicky physical buttons for various functions, so you don't have to dive in the menus for things like climate control. There are USB-C ports and a slot for wireless charging. So, where's the gear selector? It is now right beside the steering wheel and you might actually find this quite odd on first impression. But you'll get used to this nifty little thing after a while. We've talked a lot. Let's put this to drive. So it's my second media drive here in Malaysia and I'm in the Porsche Cayenne, and I had the Macan S for a couple of days in Singapore, and I think this is that big brother that you want to upgrade, or maybe you just want something a little bit bigger, and the Cayenne is perfect for that. It's got the V6, the 3-litre V6, which produces about 350 horsepower and about 550 Newton meters of torque. In this Malaysian kind of highway thing, it delivers and the ride is great. And that's the Porsche thing that you would expect, and that German engineering. Even though this is CKD right here in Malaysia, it feels like destiny that I am here driving in Malaysia. And
It's good. It's really good.
We finally got to the beautiful Banjaran Resort. Keeping with the luxury theme, my very room had a hot spring and a swimming pool. It's just wow. And the dinner at Jeff's Cellar was quite an experience. We were actually dining in a cave. The chef came up to talk to us for a little bit, and the food, needless to say, was sublime. I woke up early and had a chance to get some fresh air in, and I was really excited for my last day here because I knew it was time for some... The Porsche team brought us to do some light off-roading. We switched the drive mode to off-road 1, which raises the car a little bit. If you find yourself in a more extreme scenario, you can actually go to off-road 2, which raises the car even more. The infotainment also shows the angle that you're in, and I really appreciate that from the Porsche Cayenne. As we were going through our route, we were told over the walkie-talkie to avoid landmines. I was wondering what they meant until I saw the landmines. I was using the camera as a guide to avoid these landmines. You've got a front view and also a top view. The image shown was really clear and didn't have any weird distortions. Overall, it was quite a fun experience, and it shows how versatile the Cayenne is. Off-roading? No problem. My time in KL was coming to an end, but before I flew back to Singapore, I actually had the chance to go to the Porsche Showroom, and boy, it was such a treat. Just look at my face when I saw the 935. It was unreal. Not every day you get to see something special like that. Well, I get to see this 935 every single day. As I'm back home, I'm really happy that I had the opportunity to fly over to KL and experience the Porsche Cayenne. Being my second media drive, I was more comfortable with going above 100. The thing is, it didn't even feel that fast. The Cayenne was comfortable and planted, and I overtook cars with ease. It's perfect for cruising and munching down on those kilometers. It's everything you want from a luxury SUV. Comfortable to drive, kick it into sports mode, and you can have some fun. Some off-roading and literally pitch a tent on top of it. You can definitely sleep in the tent, but don't sleep on the Porsche Cayenne.